This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressed in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is the third-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 29, Wilson. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. First and 10 at the 19. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Check 50, check 50. 56, the mark, boy, 56. Check 56. Hey, 0, 0, 0. We got this. 6. Mike, 56, right there.
Wilson. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Here we go. 54 Mike. 21.
On first down, Garoppolo. Complete. Smith has it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
21. Check. Hey, wahoo!
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's got Dallas Goedert. His tight end over the middle. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Mike 54.
From the 17, Garoppolo. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Here we go. 54 Mike. 6. Get that quarterback, D-line. 80 weapons. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 9. 65.
Garoppolo looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
11.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Let's go, baby.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson, and he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
1, Omaha. We own this. 13. 54.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They will run with Singletary. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 1st down, Wilson. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Singletary. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Here's Wilson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd down, Singletary. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
14, run it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jalen Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Right 56, Mike. Bandit. 56. 56. Check 56. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Throwing is Wilson. Forced, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll run here with Lindsey, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This short throw caught by Goddard. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert!
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
Got it.
First down, Seahawks.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Check 56.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this one complete to Reed. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Wilson on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Throwing again. Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First possession of the third quarter, and interceptions, or maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, and he whips that one incomplete there. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Now it's Wilson. Jordan Reed has it. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. What do you need? Check. Watch 54.
On first down, Garoppolo. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 24. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, but it's going to be second down from the 24. They'll go again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. He'll find Lindsey here. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo, as his guys have now moved out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11.
They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Philip Lindsey, his first touchdown of the new season. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Singletary to get the drive started. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. From the 31, Wilson. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now it's Lindsey. Stopped short of the 25, but that 2nd effort got him a couple extra.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
White. Hey, Charlie.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He finds Roberts, complete. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And this is caught by Watkins. That one goes for 24 yards. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. DJ Reader there on the tackle. From the 44, Wilson, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jerry Tillery in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21.
Hey, 0-0. It's a game of 10.
On 1st down, Singletary. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Singletary again. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Devin Singletary with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead.
Seahawks 24.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the outside. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Micah Hyde. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Check.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Right there. 56. Come on, baby. One left.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Zebra. 56. Check 56.
Wilson. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
2 times.
They'll go again with Lindsey. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 44-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Steelers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.